The most important element to consider when doing small-scale subdivision is to first of all look at the site and let the site tell you what the right result for that site is.
Looking at elements like soil orientation, relationship to neighbours and relationship to the street, and being able to deal with different challenges in an innovative way and creative way, I think, is the key element.
It's quite tempting to rush in there and subdivide the land straight into parcels ready to sell off. But we find that you get the best outcome and the best value for the land and the properties if you sit down with a good consultant team from the start and really think about what you're doing on this piece of land.
Second most important thing is to hire a good architect who knows and has experience delivering the sort of development that's right for that site.
The biggest thing that's different about having an architect involved in the subdivision process versus straight out land subdivision is that we're not just chopping it up in 2D. We're thinking about the three-dimensional whole and what it will be like to live on the development out the other end of it.
It's not enough to go through the yellow pages. You need someone who knows what they're doing. It's very complex.
Engage the professional services early, such as surveyors, architects and a planner. It's really important for them to understand the context of the site and design around those things. So things such as access, drainage. When you start adding more than one additional house, it's important that the site can be serviced as well.
Our most desirable suburbs are quite tightly packed, but they've got their outdoor living spaces in the right place. They've got lovely tree-lined streets, and the streets are actually quite small rather than being vast. And I think with smarter development, we can keep a lush, lovely Auckland and live more closely together as well.
The Auckland Design Manual, which is Council's online design guide, has got a number of elements to help you. First of all, we've got a lot of photos, a lot of information about what good design looks like, what different houses look like, and we also have some worked examples around small-scale subdivisions to give you an example or an idea about possibly different ways of doing small sites. So we've got a variety of information at lots of different levels.
The Newell Street development is a really good example of small-scale subdivision because this is what it's going to be like going forward. This type of development is going to be what really defines what happens to Auckland over the next 10 to 20 years. The Auckland Council sees that in their vision for Auckland, and in the unitary plan they've made provision for this very thing to happen.